You might have to do one in the middle. Some people have called it a party in a bottle. Hello everybody, my name is Tyler VanderVeer and I'm the founder of the LitFlask, which is a water bottle, Bluetooth speaker, and portable charger all in one. The reason I wanted to create it is because I'm a really outdoors guy my whole life. I was playing sports, going to the beach, going on hikes, going to the mountains, and I realized that everyone was bringing water bottles and Bluetooth speakers separately. And I said, hey, I can put those together.
I'm Lisa Harrington. I'm the CEO and founder of Purrfect Portal. I've always loved cats. I went looking for a cat door online. I didn't like the options available, so I ended up making my own. We are the #1 best-selling cat door on Amazon. We're going to play box by box.
Hello.
Hi, Tyler.
Hi.
I'm Lisa. Nice
to
meet you.
Lisa. Do you want to start and go first?
Sure. would love
Okay,
to.
go ahead.
Okay.
This is a huge pick right here. That's a good one.
All right. Pull up a real customer review to read right now.
Okay, fine. Let me pull one up. Mrs. G, 5-star verified purchase. Best gift ever. Best gift from my music-loving husband. We have taken this all over the world and it's great for travel, a perfect water bottle, and awesome for music everywhere. Couldn't have said it better myself.
I wonder why you picked that review to share. All right, so this is my review. These are cute and stylish solution to keep the dog out of a room with cat food and cat litter. I thought they may not be sturdy enough, but they are. I realized I was not turning the knobs enough to engage the lock fully. Visitors think that they're cute. My cousin ordered some for her own home, and that's it.
Do the cats know how to open the doors, or how does that whole thing work?
We always get the question of how does a cat close it behind them, or how does a cat push through it? They don't push through the door. The human is choosing to keep the door open or keep the door closed. But yeah, that's the one thing that people really get confused with that.
It is funny when you make a product and you know it so well.
Yes.
When someone buys it, they actually don't. So it's all about us like really getting that information to them. What channel surprised you, one you didn't expect to work, but did?
Amazon.
Wow.
And I probably dragged my feet on it for like 6 to 9 months. I finally shipped in probably 100 units. They sold immediately.
Really?
And I did the math in my little apartment in Cambridge, Mass. Like, if I kept this in stock, like how much revenue am I doing? And it was easily over $1 million.
Wow.
And I freaked out. I was very excited, but also really scared. And so it took 3 years until I was able to replace my full-time salary. And that's when I quit my job.
And it's been worth it, it seems.
Very lucky. It's harder than I thought. If your brand had a personality at a party, how would it behave?
Some people have called it a party in a bottle.
Okay.
Which means it would probably be the person that is very lit, probably playing the music and keeping everyone hydrated.
Yeah, very important. Ooh, good one. Effortless.
What's a customer interaction that changed how you think about your product?
Our customer reviews and their feedback really helped push my creativity and helped give it more focus. And the one incredible pattern I see across all these reviews, it makes people smile every day. That was not like the goal. That would have been brilliant if that was the goal, but it wasn't. Now that I realize I'm in the business of solving a problem, but also in the business of sparking moments of joy, we've gotten really whimsical with our doors. And I mean like a gnome door, a fairy door.
I'm sure because you feel more creative and more inspired by that, it's probably generated more revenue and the business has done better and you enjoy it more and everything's...
Yeah, it's a beautiful flywheel of like, I love what I do, I work more, I think about it more, like I put in more effort, I create things that make people happy, which it feeds into itself.
Yeah.
What's the hardest challenge to being a young entrepreneur?
There is so much risk involved. I have so many of my friends who are taking, the traditional career paths. They're working their 9-to-5s. They're starting to climb up the ranks. And what I'm doing is completely different. There's no stability. There's no backup plan. There's no 401k. There's no health insurance. I'm just really grinding on something that I just believe in.
I can understand why you'd look at your friends in corporate jobs and think like, oh, that's more stable. I actually really think that entrepreneurship is ultimate job stability because you're learning the skills and I have the skills to create our own employment whenever we want.
That makes total sense because if you're not being given a fish, you're learning how to fish.
Right, perfect, yes, perfect.
Uh-oh. How do you know when it's time to sell something you've built and move on?
So I sold my first brand now 3 years ago. So that was the first brand I started. And how did I know it was time? It was really wanting to take chips off the table. And so at any given point, like I have one that's, just launched. I have one that's, middle of the road. And then I have one that's more mature. And the idea is I'm inventing products, creating brands, and cycling them to eventually be sold. Giving it another life with another person because you do get burned out. What's something a mentor told you that you didn't understand until years later?
When I started this, I was just out of college, so I really felt like I knew everything. So when they said it was gonna be extremely hard and require extreme patience, and there's gonna be days that you feel like you are gonna have to quit or just you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, I was like, not me. I'm sure that other people feel that way. And I should have taken that seriously because it's true. Like, entrepreneurship is kind of like someone telling you the stove's hot.
Ooh.
But you don't really believe them until you burn your hand.
Yeah. I had a mentor tell me that selling a business helps you run future businesses. There's something really powerful about seeing the life cycle of a business from founding it to running it to optimizing it for sale to actually having that exit and that transition out that does make you feel more confident. She was totally right.
Well, this is a great piece of advice that I'm going to take. What's a rule you break on purpose?
Everyone thinks that you should outsource your PPC. So it's Amazon marketing, Amazon ad spend. Everyone I know outsources it. They outsource it to an agency or an independent contractor or an employee. And it is the biggest lever that you can pull that impacts your profitability and your top line. So in my mind, outsourcing that is totally bonkers.
I like to do kind of a lot more than I should probably. I don't like to outsource really anything.
Yeah.
I'm even like packing the boxes a lot of the time just because I like the way I do it and I do it faster. So it's hard for me to just like watch someone fumble around and do it.
That's a natural starting point for businesses, right?
Yeah.
And it gets to a point where you physically can't do it anymore, and then that's where you're forced to.
But that's where Amazon's great because we don't have to touch it.
No, you don't, right?
You're so inspiring. I hope at one point I could get to sell a company like you have and be in that position that you are. It's just really remarkable to see. And being around other entrepreneurs is so great.
It is.
And there's always that connection of just, we're both in the trenches.
I know. We're both crazy, right?
Yes, insane. I had to take the W.
Tyler won. A little upset about it, but it'll be okay.
One thing that I took from Lisa was how, she's gotten to the point where she has exited a company. She's totally taken the reins of her businesses. And if you really want to chase your passions, you're never going to regret it.
Tyler, I would love to see what you're up to in 10 years. I think it's going to be very cool.
All right, everybody, I'm signing out. But you know what? Next time you go to buy a water bottle, just think LitFlask.
If you have a cat, check out purrfectportal.com. We have awesome interior cat doors for you.
I think this is just a great metaphor for business in general.